As an ex-con, tries to leave his criminal past behind him, he quickly discovers how easy it is to cross the lines. The movie begins with a man named Harry Mitchel leaving prison after serving his sentence. As he steps out of the prison, he notices his friend and former partner in crime, Billy Norton, standing across the prison. Billy had come to receive him as he was getting out of prison. He drives Harry to a well-furnished apartment and offers it to him, only if Harry agrees to work for Billy's criminal boss. He tries to bribe Harry by telling him that he could be making much more money than what he would make in a regular job. However, Harry refuses his offer, saying that he doesn't want to work for any criminal boss now and wants to stay out of prison. Before leaving, Billy informs Harry that he has arranged a welcome back party for him and tells him to be there on time. On his way to his welcome back party, Harry notices two men planning to rob a woman. He steps in and sends them away, saving the woman, who he later finds out is named Penny, from being mugged. When Harry finally arrives at his welcome party and everyone there congratulates him for getting out, he meets Billy again and chats with their mutual friend Danny. He also notices Penny at the party. Billy informs Harry that he saw his sister, Bryony, going toward the basement. Harry goes down to see his drug addict sister and finds her in trouble as she struggles against another man. He saves her from being raped and punches the man before getting a taxi for Bryony and sending her home. After the party, Harry meets Penny, who he discovers is a writer. Harry offers her a drink and they make small talk. Harry tells Penny that he is an ex-con and this party was thrown for him. He expresses his wish to start a new life but fears that nobody would offer him a job because of his past. Wanting to help, Penny offers him a job where he has to help her friend, Charlotte, who is a renowned actress, being hounded by the paparazzi. After meeting Penny, Mitchel goes to the railway station to meet Joe, who is a blind homeless man. Joe gives Harry his gun and in return, Harry gives him a knife to protect himself. The next day, Harry arrives at Charlotte's mansion and notices that it is surrounded by paparazzi. At the front door, he meets Jordan, Charlotte's assistant. Jordan informs him that these days they are hiding in the mansion because photographers have made their lives outside the house difficult. Charlotte comes to meet Harry and he realizes that she is quite insecure because of being constantly hounded by the paparazzi. They are always stationed outside her home, taunting and photographing anyone who enters or leaves, making news out of everything. She tells Harry that to maintain her privacy, she needs a bodyguard who can protect her at all times. Harry accepts her job offer and becomes her bodyguard. After that, Jordan gives Harry a tour of the mansion and gives him a pep talk. He tells him that Charlotte is very serious about her craft but she doesn't want to do it. He shows Harry the cottage where he will be staying and gives him a sneak peek into a garage full of Charlotte's ex-husband, Tim's cars. Out of nowhere, Charlotte's former bodyguard appears in front of them. Jordan tells him that he is no longer employed since he had invaded Charlotte's privacy and tried to photograph her. He then punches the guard and the two of them get into a fight. He tries to provoke Harry as well but he handles him by threatening his brother. As soon as he hears Harry's name, he rushes to get out of Charlotte's house. Harry returns to his flat where a corrupt police detective, Bailey, visits him. He forces Harry to give him a small bribe and warns him to avoid Billy or else he will end up in jail once again. After he leaves, Harry meets Billy and informs him about Bailey and his warning. Billy tells him not to worry about him and that he will handle him himself. He accompanies Billy to collect rent from people and feels bad about how Billy forces people to give money. In the next scene, two thugs approach Joe at the railway station and rob him after beating him. One of these boys takes Joe's knife and they leave Joe there to die. The next day, Harry comes to meet Joe and finds out about the incident that took place. He quickly reaches the hospital and the doctor tells him that Joe is severely injured. Dr. Raju tells Harry that Joe won't survive with his injuries for more than a day and he lets Harry meet Joe so that they can say their goodbyes. Joe tells Harry that he was badly beaten by two teenage boys and one of them is a footballer before he passes away. Disheartened and furious, Harry contacts Billy to prepare for Joe's funeral. Joe takes him to collect rent from a place where they are encountered by men in suites. Billy runs away from the spot leaving Harry alone and Harry gets badly beaten by them. Harry assumes these men were Billy's men and he was beaten on his order. He returns home feeling miserable and helpless. The next morning, Billy comes to meet Harry. He tells him that he is a criminal and many enemies are after him. Harry learns that the men who beat him up last night came to beat Billy but after Billy ran away, they assumed Harry was his crime partner. Harry gets angry with Billy and to make it up, Billy offers him some money to apologize. Harry accepts his apology and then the two friends catch up. Billy reveals to Harry that their boss is planning to rob Charlotte's expensive cars by collaborating with the security guard at her place. Harry makes it clear that he will not help with any robbery. The next day, everyone including Harry, Bryony, and Dr. Raju, attends Joe's funeral. Dr. Raju helps Bryony to light up her cigarette. He tells Harry that he wants to date Bryony, which Harry allows. After the funeral, Harry goes to meet an old friend Danny. He asks him to find information on the 2 young footballers who killed Joe. Danny agrees to help him. Later, Harry returns to his duty at Charlotte's place. While walking in the garden, Harry and Charlotte exchange some words and paparazzi capture their pictures. The next day's magazine publishes these pictures calling them a couple. Charlotte gets upset and feels miserable seeing this news. At night, Harry is approached by some men who kidnap him and take him to their boss, Rob. He insists Harry work for him just like before, but Harry refuses to return to his criminal life. The next day, Harry takes Charlotte to her countryside mansion to escape from the media frenzy surrounding her in the city. They spend some quality time there and Charlotte begins to develop feelings for Harry. However, her peace doesn't last long as the paparazzi follow her to the countryside as well. On the other hand, Rob confronts Detective Bailey and questions him about his visit to Harry for a bribe. Bailey tells him that he got Harry's address from Billy and he was also told that Harry is trying to leave criminal life, so he was trying to take advantage of the situation. Here it is seen that Rob likes Harry and wants to keep him nearby, forcing him to work for him. Back in the countryside, Harry and Charlotte have dinner together and Charlotte mentions something that happened to her in Italy after the shooting of her last film ended. At that time, she wanted a break from her work, but the incident gave her a permanent break. The next morning, Harry asks Jordan about the incident. Jordan reveals that Charlotte was raped by a drug addict in Italy, after which she stopped working in films. The rapist never got caught because Charlotte never reported it to anyone, but he is currently on life support. He was most probably killed by Jordan. At night, Harry is called by Billy to meet him. He takes Harry to meet Rob without telling him anything. At Rob's place, Harry sees that Rob has strangled a guy who was one of the men who had attacked Harry a few days back and Rob wants to avenge him. Later, it is revealed that the strangled guy is not the one who beat up Harry and Billy tricked Rob by bringing someone from the road. Rob yells at Billy but Harry interferes. Rob kills the guy and tells Harry that he took his revenge for him. He says that from now on, Harry belongs to him and has to obey his order. Harry gets furious and they get into an argument. At the end of their argument, Rob tells Harry that he won't let him go that easy. At Charlotte's place, she expresses her love for Harry but Harry hesitates to respond to her because of his past. Charlotte says that she feels bad that they can't go out and enjoy themselves like normal people. Harry goes out and beats the paparazzi trying to invade Charlotte's privacy. Later, Harry meets Rob for dinner and he assigns Harry 3 blocks from where he has to collect rent from time to time. Rob also mentions that he knows about the 2 mugger teenagers whom Harry is after and tells him that one of them is selected by the professional team. He tells him to forget them and killing them would lead him to his death. Harry tells Rob that if he were the old criminal, Rob would have been the first person he would kill and would take away his everything. He says he is not a criminal and walks away. Angry, Rob decides to ruin Harry. Rob goes to Harry's flat and to get him in trouble, he rapes the doctor who owns Harry's flat and kills him. On the other side, Harry learns who the footballer is and follows him into a tunnel. He plans to shoot him but has a change of mind at the last moment. He lets the boy walk away unaware because he wants to live a better life. At night, Harry visits Charlotte and tells her that he loves her too. They sleep together and the next morning, Harry offers Charlotte to leave the country and go to America with him as they can't live here anymore without getting hounded by the paparazzi and his old life. Charlotte agrees as she too wants to leave her painful memories behind. Suddenly, Harry notices Billy's van outside Charlotte's house and confronts him. Billy tells him that Rob sent him to kill Harry and he warns Harry about Rob. Harry takes Billy's gun and gives it to Jordan, telling him that he would need it. Harry borrows one of Charlotte's expensive cars and confronts Billy at a pub where he beats him down. Billy says that he has told Rob everything about Harry and that Rob will kill everyone that he loves. Harry steals Billy's money that he collected for Rob and leaves. Harry goes to meet his sister at a restaurant and tries to persuade her to get out of the country. He tells him about Rob planning to harm her and gives her a train ticket along with some money. Bryony ignores Harry's warning and the next day, Rob kills her and Dr. Raju at their place. Later, when Harry learns about it, he convinces Charlotte to leave the country. He and Jordan find Billy's dead body in the front garden of Charlotte's home and see Rob's man lurking outside the gate. Harry asks Jordan to help him and both of them follow him as they kill several of Rob's men. Harry then goes to Rob's place to kill him. He shoots Rob with his gun and places the gun on Rob's unconscious wife to make it look like she killed him after they got into a bad argument. After completing his mission, Harry leaves. At Charlotte's house, Jordan kills Detective Bailey who came there to mug him. The next morning, Harry leaves his house to unite with Charlotte in America but his luck fails him once again. In the last scene, He is stabbed several times by the same two young teenagers who killed Joe, and they leave him to die on the street. If you liked the video, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications to help the channel out. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.